let's talk materials. So one thing I kept in mind while creating this course was a budget-friendly supply list. I knew that when I started drawing with colored pencils that I was looking for something that wasn't going to blow my wallet out of proportion. I wanted something that was affordable, because who knows, what if I don't like using colored pencils and I just spent a fortune on buying all these kits? I didn't want that to happen to you. So this is a nice affordable range of supplies, and they're good quality supplies, so you're not buying any rubbish. And I'll take you through what every supply is, and then if you're thinking about getting this entire kit together like this, then feel free to email me and we can arrange something. So let's go through the supplies. So starting off with the paper, I'm just using a nice smooth grade watercolor paper, a white paper. And the watercolor paper is very good for the pencils we're using because we're blending it with a solvent, which is a liquid. So this paper is very good for taking on liquid, and it's not going to warp in any way. It also has a slight tooth, which is really good, which helps us with our layering of our colored pencils. So this is the paper that I decided to stick with for this course. The pencils we'll be using were wax-based and oil-based pencils. The wax-based pencils are the Prismacolor Premier pencils, and you only need a set of 24. You don't need to get the huge set. You can get a very wide range of colors out of these sets of pencils. In addition to these pencils, we'll be using the Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, which are the oil-based pencils. I'll show you how to use these pencils individually and how to use them together to get an amazing result. To blend pencils, I like using a solvent to put the colors together, and the solvent that I like to use is called Zested Pencil Blend and looks like this. Make sure that it says pencil blend because there's different types of Zested used for different things. I also like having a number 2 round watercolor brush to apply the solvent to the pencils. I'm not going to explain exactly how it all works. You'll be able to see all of that as we progress through the course. The other small, very cheap supplies that you need is a white paint marker for highlighting. So my favorite paint marker is the Uniposco 0.7mm paint marker. And I use a little white eraser along with my HB pencil so that if I need to erase any fine outlines, I can do that. And obviously the HB pencil, graphite pencil, is there to create any outlines or shapes. As part of the blending tutorial, we'll be using this pencil just once, and this is a colorless pencil blender. So this is also the Prismacolor brand, and I'll be demonstrating that throughout this course as well. And then finally, I like to use a sculpting tool. So it's just a tool that has a nice sharp metal point. You don't need to have this tool specifically. If you just go have something hard with a nice fine sharp point, that'll be fine. We'll be using this as a highlighting technique as well as a texturing technique throughout this course. And that is all that you require to be able to do this entire course. It is not an extensive list, and it is not a very expensive supply list either. So now I want to show you exactly how to use all these supplies, so let's start drawing.